I don't usually do this, but after how much fun I had with the Polaris cube last week, I decided I would try another Skewb-like puzzle. Just like with the Polaris cube, I've actually had this for a while, but I just never got around to actually solving it. This one is called the Maple Leaf Skewb, and as a Canadian, I can tell you that this is not what a maple leaf looks like. It looks a lot more like a 4-leaf clover. I guess they didn't want to call it the Clover Skewb because there already is a Clover cube. Hey, that design looks really familiar. Anyway, this is the Maple Leaf Skewb. It looks a lot like a regular Skewb, except it's got some extra pieces in here. And when you turn, this is a full turn, but if you go halfway, then you can turn this. Oh my God. Here we have 4 of these outer pieces. I'm gonna call them petals because this is not a leaf. It's the Maple Flower Skewb now. So if you keep turning on the same axis, then we'll always have the edges and the petals next to them be the same colors. But if you finish that turn and switch to a different axis, now we can get these petals to be different colors. I don't always go straight into scrambling, but I think I already understand how this puzzle works. That's not a good start. All right, this is the part where I have to decide which type of piece or which section I want to solve first. And I don't always know how I'm supposed to go about this, but I'm gonna try some stuff. Maybe I'll try solving, like this yellow is solved. Maybe I'll try solving all the blues around this. This is so weird. For some reason, like, see this little circle I'm drawing right here? For some reason, I feel like I should be able to turn that whole thing. Probably because the Polaris cube worked like that. Okay, if I want to place some blues around this, then I can't just turn it this way because they'll always stay together. So I need to turn it a different way, like this. Now there's a blue, but that blue will never go to this spot. So let me try again. Nope, same blue. And this is just back to the start. We could also try this side. So here, there's a blue I can use like that. All right, I just realized something. Maybe I shouldn't be trying to solve these triplets because like here's a triplet, and if I solve another triplet right here, well then there's these two that are alone. So that wouldn't really work, but maybe I could just solve an entire center at once. And if I do that, then it will just turn into a Skewb, and I already know how to solve that. You can actually see the centers on the inside, white, orange, green. So I'm gonna try and get all of the yellow onto the yellow side. How? I am so bad at Skewb. How do you get that there? I think I'm gonna solve the edges first and ignore the petals. So I know this edge for yellow going to the yellow center, it can go here or it can go here. I need to try and figure out how to even get it to any of them. I'm literally just turning this and hoping it goes that way, but not even making sure I'm doing turns that are possible. Well, that's just kind of back to where it started. No, that's good, that's good. There we go, finally. Got it in. Okay, now I need this edge piece here, and I think I'll ignore the petals because the petals should be easier. The edges do seem a little bit more difficult. So this one, how do we do this? We move it like that. Yes, these half turns, like turning halfway from here to here really trips me up because I'm so not used to how that works. I could probably get this yellow one in there as well. If I want to affect these two pieces right, I need to turn it along this axis. Oh, that's annoying. Okay, I could get this yellow one here, but that's going to disturb this. All right, this is really confusing. Now I'm trying to reverse engineer how this would even be fully yellow. So the last move I'd have to do is have a triplet of yellow here and turn it all in like this. But that means I can't already have the yellow here if it needs to be outside. I probably need to remove this yellow from there and then turn it into a triplet and put it back in. I thought this was gonna be way easier than it actually is, but this is so difficult. I'm just testing move by move how this one can even get over there. So it needs to get over there, like, it needs to be like over here so I can move it there. Jeez. Okay, I can move it around like this, and yes, we got it. All right, I have a triplet now, and I can move it in like that. Great. Okay, now I need another triplet on one of these. So what I'm gonna do is remove this from the yellow center, And now I need to find out how to get this one right there. I literally just did this and I don't know how I'm supposed to do this. If I can't even understand how this works on the first center, it's gonna be so much harder on the other centers. So I really need to figure this out right now because I'm just eternally confused. Yes. Yes. Okay. We're making progress. We've made the yellow center, and I don't exactly know how I did every step of that, but we're going to continue with other centers now. We can try making the blue center. So the way I did the yellow center was like a triplet here, and 2 solo edge pieces. So maybe I should get the solo edge pieces over to blue first. Okay, I think I can take this one and turn it in like that. That means I want another solo edge piece right here, which I can, I hope. After minutes of thinking, he's finally found it. You do it like that. These both need to become triplets, and then they will each be able to go into here. All right, looks like that solves this one. Wait, what have I done? I've taken the edge out. That's annoying. Can we get this over to one of these 2 spots? This, please say this works. This doesn't work. It's all the way over here. Maybe like this. Nope, like this. Now, could it join with one of these? No, I am so confused. I've kind of given up on getting either of these blue ones to either of these 2 spots. It doesn't even feel possible for some reason. So what I've decided is to take this blue one and move it here, and hopefully that can be done, but like, I don't know, it just, the other ones don't feel possible. Okay, finally, so I made a triplet. I did take this edge piece out of its spot, but I think that should be okay. Now, if I take this triplet and move it like anywhere else, then this one should be able to go back into its spot like this. Now I can take the triplet. It's in such an awkward position, but it should be okay if I do this to move it up a little bit, and then here, yeah, there we go. Oh my God. Trying to get this to happen took 20 minutes. So now I definitely want this one here. It's just a matter of getting it there. That seems rough, but let's just move it around and see where it ends up. Look, I have no idea how I did that, but I got this, and these 2. So this rest should be a piece of cake. Oh my God. Okay, that and this one goes here. It's kind of far away, but if I move it here, and then help. Is that possible that this just couldn't align? Or am I doing something wrong? Because that's not gonna go in. Wait, I think I just discovered what I'm supposed to do here. And this might have been more obvious if I was better at Skewb, but I think I can just rotate this whole corner. And not just like that, but you can actually turn around a corner. It's just that the centers around it move as well. So I need a clockwise turn. So I need to get this into a spot where the centers are no longer there. So what about like right here? And then, yeah, so now I need a clockwise turn without touching the centers. And now, hopefully, I'll be able to somehow get this one over here. Yes, that actually worked. Wow. Okay, I've got 2 centers now. If I can successfully get all 6 centers this way, then I will be able to solve it. It just seems so much harder to make every subsequent center. Maybe I'll just do white. This is almost a triplet. Let's see if I can get a pedal there. Take this one out. Got it. I need 2 edge pieces in here. So this is one, and I can put the other one right here. All right, it looks like this one can easily go here. And maybe that means it cannot go here, because I know adjacents don't always work well on Skewb. Sometimes it can only go in opposite spots. So this one easily goes here, like easily, like this. Okay, so I would unsolve blue for a sec, but then move white in, and then move white up here, like that. So that easily goes here, and this one easily goes into this spot. I'm actually just looking at it as an axis. So you can turn like this, which means that this one can go in any of the spots along the line that I just turned on. So this one can go here easily. And this one can go here easily, quite obviously, like, okay, like this. So I'm just gonna try and use this knowledge to my advantage. When you understand the restrictions of the puzzle you're dealing with, then it can make it a lot easier because you don't waste a bunch of time trying to do something that's actually impossible. So if I take this one, move it here, yeah, I know pedals can easily go to the opposite side of where they are, and that's just like this. There we go. So now I know this one has to go over here. It's a little tough though. Okay, let's move these all to a different spot away from my solve centers. Oh, that was so convenient. So I do know how to get this one like that. And that was like this. One trick I've learned at least. Okay, now this one goes here. That's good. It's along the same axis. See, I've actually made some mental notes on how this works now. So as long as it's on the same axis, I just turn that axis and all is good. I've made 3 centers. So far, it hasn't really felt more restrictive as I went through each center, and maybe that's just a property of Skewb, where even with the Polaris cube, as I went further and further on, it didn't feel like things got more restrictive. And I think that has to do with the fact that not every piece can interact with every other piece. For example, I figured out, I think, that a piece like this cannot go right here, like they cannot change places with each other, which means that moving around this piece could never disturb this one. So that's just one of the nice properties about Skewb, unlike with a 3x3 where every edge can go to every other edge's spot and corners and so on. Wait, everything I said was just wrong. These two are on opposite sides and this one can definitely also go there, but clearly it belongs in one of these 2 spots. So yeah, everything I thought I figured out, I actually was just wrong. Okay, so I just need to turn this one counterclockwise and have the center still be here. So what I'm gonna do is move the center away, turn it counterclockwise, and then move the center back. Yeah, it doesn't matter that my blue and yellow centers have moved. This triplet now, I've turned it counterclockwise, which was the point, but it got kicked away. And that's actually okay, because now if you look at the axis it's on this axis here along this line, then it lines up with where it needs to go. So I can move it onto the left side, and then move it up here and move it into the right side. Perfect. Now I need this one to go here to finish off this triplet. Let's move it out of that place. I think I lost some progress. I'm gonna try and restore that. It looks like I have 2 adjacent edges. I probably want an opposite one in, so let's just move this one up here. So it's gonna be like, move it to the left, move it to the right, and get the white restored. What? That was great. That was so lucky. All right, I guess I just need to get this one over to here now. So this is the idea I was talking about earlier about the axes. This one cannot actually go here because it needs to move along this axis, which means it has to, instead of be here, it has to be like here or here. So if I turn this entire side clockwise, then now it's in the right spot. So I guess I could just move it to the left, move it to the right, and that is it. There are my 4 centers. Okay, last 2 centers. This could be a lot of trouble. So let's see. I can get this orange one over here. Oh, this one's already done. That's cool. So I can move this over to here, like this, put it on the left, put it on the right, and restore blue. Okay, this one might be trouble. I am so close to finishing this. Okay, so this one needs to go here. Oh, everything moves together now. This is gonna be really annoying. I'm also thinking I could just like do random stuff and hope that eventually I run into a lucky case that I know how to solve, because I know there aren't that many places these pieces can be. And with such few permutations, I could actually just get lucky. Like, okay, look, I'm so close to done. There's gotta be like some commutator I can do, right? Like there has to be. Oh, why couldn't I have just gotten luckier? Okay, I tried some stuff. I managed to get the petals unsolved instead of the edges unsolved, and I think this might be better because I think the petals can move a little bit more independently. I know how to, okay, so I'm gonna just take it out. This one goes here, and I know how to do that, but the thing is it breaks some other stuff. But I will do that anyway, put it back where it belongs, and oh no. Yeah, it does break, like I can't restore blue anymore. That's rough. Now I'm in another similar situation where 4 petals are not solved. Wait a minute. Wait a minute, did I just do a 3 cycle? So I did this, and then this, and then this again, and this again. Yeah, that's what I did. Okay, I'm gonna do that again, but I'm gonna track what happened. So, okay, the blues, I can ignore those. They're all there. They're all coming back. And then that was too confusing. I'm gonna do it on a spot where everything is solved right here. Okay, so move this one here. So right now I'm not solving anything. I'm just experimenting. So I'm just doing this little sequence twice. Yo, that's a 3 cycle. If I can set up to a 3 cycle, then I could probably solve the rest of this. Okay, so the cycle it does is between these 2 and this one. And it doesn't matter if it goes clockwise or counterclockwise. If it was not the one I intended, I can just do it again and it will solve it. Wow, this is great. I made this by accident, and you know, that's kind of what happens when you do something by accident. You have to pay attention to what you did, because sometimes it can accidentally just be something really useful. But I don't know, I think with enough time I could have figured out something like this anyway. But we're gonna try and use this 3 cycle and solve the rest of these petals. All right, so I just need to set up a 3 cycle where the 3 petals that get cycled, these 3, are all unsolved. I just want to set up any of these 2 that are currently not involved in the cycle. I just want to set either of these 2 up to this spot. Okay, I'm gonna really have to focus for this. So remember how the 3 cycles these 2 and this one. So I'm gonna need to set up this one to here. And I figured out how. It's gonna be a bit complicated, but it's one move. It's just like this. The problem is it moves this one out of the way. So I'm going to take this one and preserve it outside here first. Okay, so just remember it's right there. And then I'll do this. And then I'll move this one back up here. All right, if you tracked the pieces, they're now here and here, which the 3 cycle is going to affect only these 3. Other stuff have moved, but I can undo those things afterwards. So now I'm gonna do this algorithm. So like it's like this, and then like this, and just repeat again. That's a bad sign, but we'll fix that after, because I cannot forget what I'm doing here. Okay, then I need to undo the initial setup moves I did. I am honestly asking for trouble right now by not fixing this. Okay. Yes, it actually solved some stuff. All right, let me get the other piece. We are down to 2 petals left, and I can solve this with a 3 cycle of petals as well. You might be wondering, how can I solve a 2 cycle? Just swap 2. How can I solve that with a 3 cycle? Well, let's just assume for a second I can do any 3 cycle I want. That means I can swap this orange with, let's say, this orange, and put this orange at this green, which solves it, and put this green at this orange, which also solves the green. So if I do a cycle like this, where 2 of the colors are the same, then it actually will solve what looks like a 2 cycle, but solving it using a 3 cycle. Now I need to set it up in that 3 cycle formation, which is going to be the tough part of this. Okay, I couldn't figure out a way to set it up in a 3 cycle like this, but I realized if I just do the 3 cycle now, it will actually set up an easier case, and I'm so tired, I don't want to explain myself. Basically, I ran it through my brain, and it looks like it'll help. So there we go. So now we have 2 unsolved here, and this one is here. So I just need to set this one over here, and then we have that classic 3 cycle I can do. So this one going here, see if I can speed run this little trick. So now it's over here, and then if I twist it like this, there we go. Yes, but yeah, we got these 2 and this one now finally, so I can do the algorithm. All right, so do this and repeat. Please work after just 1 repetition. That would be very lovely. And it didn't, so we're gonna do it again. So if it doesn't work after 1 time, it should work after 2 times. Oh my God, oh my God, okay. Now we just do this, and oh my God, the centers are solved. Oh my, I'm basically done, I think. I don't think I should run into anything else weird, but yeah, okay, now we're just going to solve it like a Skewb. Like that, there's the, oh, okay. This is literally impossible. No way, I just put it back together wrong earlier. Guys, trust me, this is impossible for that to happen. It should be like this. Ugh, I feel like when I solve this now, it's gonna have a big asterisk next to it. Okay, this is the part that confuses me every time. All right, there we go. Here's my long Skewb algorithm where I just repeat this 3 times, so that's twice. By the way, this puzzle is like, I feel like it's gonna fall apart all the time. It's got so many pieces, but yeah. There we go, these 2, and you just swap these 2 and these 2, so I think I can do it like this. Oh my God, please end my torture. Twice, and 3 times. Not gonna lie, I thought this was going to be so much easier than the Polaris cube, but this was way harder. With how crazy the Polaris cube looked, it definitely gave me confidence on Skewb looking puzzles, but I guess that was false confidence. I am still struggling to solve every one of these challenges. If the last part of this solve with the 3 cycles did not make sense to you, then oh, you are not going to like the Puppet Cube video.